What's up, YouTube? Anthony back at you with here in my office. It's been about a month, and we don't have enough stuff to talk about anymore. But something crazy did happen that I wanted to share. If you go back and look at my videos, I used to have a beautiful background of an office because I used to live in a really nice house with an office um, with a library in it. Beautiful house, and I spent a lot of money at that house, and I spent 2 years there. So now I'm about to go to Buffalo to pick up my car, to pick up the car that my mother's gifting me, this little Lexus. So she tells me in passing that my old house, has been demolished. And the thoughts running through my mind are of this. Now, I sold this house for $625,000 last year. So just the thought that somebody actually bought it and demolished it, I guess that's goes to show you can't get too emotionally invested in real estate. It really just is a thing. It's not a living thing. It can be replaced. Um, but I'm just a little. I'm blown away. Really, I'm more surprised that this has happened, and I have to see for myself. So I'm going back to Buffalo in next week to pick up the car, taking a one way flight there and then drive back. And I guess I'm gonna go to my old house, and I've made videos of this house, so just check my old videos and you can see what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna go see if it's still standing. But that was the house where we went just to the brink of foreclosure to try to save, to try to stay with, but couldn't save it, sold it at a good profit, and got out of there. So I guess in all fairness, I was made whole, but still, just to think that they took this place and leveled it really kind of upsets me. But there's nothing I could do about it. So that's the latest kind of strange news. Um, Being that I had been through so much with that house and on this channel, so that here in my office place is where I used to shoot from. It is no longer, at least from what I've heard. Maybe I'll go drive there and it's still standing. I don't know. Um, and also lately, I've actually talked to Citigroup. I know that I'm like flip flopping on this all the time. Do I want to go back to an internal audit career? Do I want to go back to, uh, because it's been a year now since I left Wells Fargo, and it does get kind of boring. The days get long. I help my wife out with her dog sitting business, which is doing fantastic, by the way. She's doing really good with that. Uh, so much so that it even covers my expenses here if I needed it to. So, she's really doing a great job. But I need to start doing something. So I saw a position for City in Wilmington, Delaware. I never looked at Wilmington before, but a Wilmington is not 2 hours, 1 hour away here from Philadelphia, where I live. So I could drive for an hour and talk to Citigroup, and they said that starting Labor Day, which is coming up this weekend, is they're going to be a hybrid schedule where you're in the office only 2 days a week, and then you work from home 3 days a week. I think that would get me in the office just enough to learn the job and be proficient at it, and let me be home, 3 days a week. I can't complain about that. So if I only had to drive to Wilmington, a 1 hour shot, 4 times a week, perfect. So I did the interview. I told them what my old salary used to be, where I'm looking to be, and they I met with the director. I didn't even talk to human resources, which is kind of weird. They just fast forwarded me right to the interviewer, which is nice. It wasn't the greatest interview in the world. She asked me some pointed questions about specific components of the job that I'd be filling, and I seriously drew a blank. I said I didn't know, and she was like, okay, she didn't make a big deal out of it, but she was I kind of was disappointed in myself for a few of the questions that I answered. But by and large, it was a half hour It was a half-hour interview, and I did it. So, you know, the, if I get the job, if I get the offer, I'm gonna have to take it, just because I've been out of the workforce for a year now. We're going into the second year. The money's not going to be around forever. So, and when it comes down to this lawsuit that I'm waiting for, it's just probably going to be paid out in like 2022. Probably. I mean, I'm becoming more pessimistic about it, and I think it's crazy. I go look at uh, videos that I made years ago, where I'm talking about this termination lawsuit, and I don't know. It's just crazy. So I have a deposition coming up in a couple weeks. And that's like really the first thing where the ball starts rolling for the lawsuit. That's the first thing that's happened in a long time. I can't remember the last time. I mean, we haven't really had any movement or action since like January, February, where we exchanged some documents. So weeks become months, become years, and that's all I have to say. So we've reached the 3-year anniversary of it, of the lawsuit, and I'm guessing maybe if it takes 4 years to settle or through trial, I'm ready to do trial. If we have to, if they can't come to a figure that I find reasonable, we're going to trial, and I could lose, but it's something I have to do. I'm just, I believe I'm right. So that's what's going on with that. So then City. So I haven't heard from City. I had my call about a week ago. So yeah, it was Monday, about a week ago. A Monday morning call at 8:30, which kind of sucked, but that's all I had. And yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic that I'll get an offer from them, but I have interviewed with City so many times I've lost count, which turned into nothing. So just stay tuned. Uh, I'll make a video really excited saying we got an offer if that does come through. But if not, oh well, at least I tried. So at least I tried. And then the last thing is I confirmed with my office, the United Real Estate office, that I am now a licensed real estate salesman. They're done with the getting me licensed, and she said the next steps I have to do is join the MLS and join the Realtor Association, and then we get into what they call the mentorship program. And I know a lot of you guys, not a lot of you guys, but we had a comment on a video last time where she said she's interested in hearing about the mentorship program. I'm interested in hearing about the mentorship program. So, we're going to see if I can make some money as a real estate agent. It just seems like a tough nut to crack, but I know the hardest part about this process is getting started. And I can't ignore. And even if I did pick up the job at City, I still want my license. I still want to be part-time. I still want to sell some houses, and I still want to make some money that way. So I would be doing both if City comes through. But if not, I'm full-time real estate. And a big component of being a real estate agent is having a car. I need transportation. Now, I've lived in Philadelphia. We have one car for my wife, but she's running around doing dog sitting stuff all day. So I need to go pick up the car that my mother is gifting to me. Fortunately, it was gifted to her. It's from my late father. So just a real good time to pick up that car. Help me. It's a nice looking car. It's a nice Lexus. So I won't look like a slob driving up in a hoopty or anything like that while I'm trying to get my real estate career started. And I guess I'll make a video if I hear anything from City after my deposition, how I feel about that. Not going to talk too much about the deposition though. I mean, that's kind of confidential stuff. So, but yeah, I always say that. But yeah, we're done with this video. So thanks for watching, and check me out for any updates on all the stuff we talked about. There will be updates. Thanks for watching, though. Thanks, guys. Bye.